Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt invisible in your relationship? Like your partner can post about their new car or even post about their dog on social media, but when it comes to you, it's silence. That silence hurts more than we admit. And here's the truth. The way your partner brags or doesn't brag about you in public shapes how the world values you privately. So in today's video, we will be talking about the art of bragging in love and why it isn't just about romantic fluff or showing public display of affection. Rather, it's about it being one of the fastest ways to build long-term respect, trust, and legacy in your relationship. If you're new here, hi, I am Seymour. Do subscribe and stick around. A few years ago, I was coaching a client who told me about an experience she was having. She said, Seymour, my husband is kind to me in private, but he doesn't acknowledge me in public. There is a part of public acknowledgement that also plays a role in your relationship, in your intimacy, in your influence, in your respect. And whether you like it or not, there's something about two people who are in a relationship and the way they carry themselves in public that actually tells people how to treat you as individuals in that relationship and how to treat you as a team. Now, before we delve into the art of bragging in love, let's clear a few things. Bragging has gotten a bad reputation. When people hear the word bragging, they immediately think arrogant, fake, or trying too hard. But that's not what bragging actually is. Because bragging your partner isn't about showing off. Instead, it's about showing honor. It's about showing respect. It's about elevating your partner, because when you elevate someone, you elevate yourself. When you shine the light on someone else, you shine the light on yourself as well. And if you don't learn how to do it right, you will accidentally look dismissive, competitive, arrogant, and even ungrateful in the relationship. Secondly, learning how to brag people up isn't just for relationship. It is actually a social skill that you can use in networking, in business opportunities, in relationships, in friendship. When you learn how to brag people right, it actually amplifies your social currency in whatever area of your life. Thirdly, bragging someone up isn't about inflating egos. It's not about putting someone on a pedestal. It's not about shrinking yourself for others to look good. Instead, it's about elevating each other as a team. And bragging isn't weakness. It's actually one of the strongest forms of security, confidence, and leadership that you can show. You see, real men don't just love their women in private. They brag her up in public. And real women don't just adore their men in private. They lift him up in public. That's not insecurity. That's influence. So now that we understand this, let's go into why it actually matters. I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why you should master the art of bragging in love. Number 1, it breeds respect. When you brag your partner up in public, you're not just saying, I love them. You're saying, I value them, I respect them, I see the value in them, and I want the world to hear about it. The world doesn't know how valuable your partner is. And I don't mean necessarily valuable in terms of your relationship with each other. I mean value in terms of who they are, their individuality. Your partner might not go out and blow their own trumpet themselves. It's your responsibility to do that for them. I will never forget attending this dinner where a man casually mentioned how his wife had saved them thousands of money from a financial mistake he had overlooked. Everyone who listened to him, everyone who watched him talk about his wife the way he did, was blown away by her attention to detail. And he said it with so much pride, with so much confidence. And suddenly everybody on that table leaned in. Everyone looked at her differently. When you brag about your partner, you give people the avenue to see your partner differently. Respect multiplies when spoken out loud. People start to see your partner through your own lens. And here is the magic. When your partner sees how you brag them up in public, they reciprocate the same energy to brag you up as well. Number 2, it activates the masculine pride in you as a man and the feminine pride in her as a woman. You see, when you brag your partner up in public, you are simply saying, I am confident in myself. I am confident in who I am enough to allow my partner shine as well. There is nothing wrong in elevating others. It's like saying, I have all the spotlight already, but there's someone that deserves the spotlight too. That's exactly what you're doing. For women, when you brag your partner up, it says, I'm confident in myself, but I'm even more powerful to shine the spotlight on my man. And for you as a man, when you brag your partner up, there's this masculine pride that comes with it. It says, I'm confident in my choice. I chose her. I'm confident in who she is, and I want you all to get to meet her. It says, I am secure in my masculinity, and I rise higher when she rises. That is legacy level influence. And couples who do this become the ones people admire, people want to follow, people want to learn from. Number 3, it triggers the protective instinct in men and the nurturing energy in women. When a man feels celebrated, he rises. He will naturally lean into his leadership instinct, into his protective and provider instinct, because he sees that you see what he does. You see him, you acknowledge him, not only within your private space, but to the world. So he automatically jumps into that leadership instinct. Bragging your partner up keeps them from feeling invisible or from feeling taken for granted. Instead, it feels that instinct to give more. And this has nothing to do with faking bragging. I'm not saying go out and fake bragging your partner up. I'm not saying you use it to manipulate anyone. No, I'm saying genuinely do it because you know that they deserve it. Number 4, it builds intimacy. Here's the truth. Public admiration builds private trust. When your partner knows that you brag them up in public, knows that you admire them out loud, they are more loyal to you. They're more committed to you. And that builds loyalty in your relationship. You might not realize this. When you brag your partner up, that's actually word of affirmation and act of service all rolled up into one. When you do that well, not only do you elevate them, you elevate the relationship between the two of you. You elevate the intimacy. Number 5, it creates a legacy. Your words don't just affect your partner. It shapes your kids, your family, and your circle. When you say positive things about your partner in public, your children can hear that. Your children hear you brag about your partner. They grow up and see that as a standard, and they start to recreate that in their relationships. Your family and friends, your circle, start to see where your values, your standards are, and they start to pose that same level of respect for your partner. Your level of respect elevates or decreases based on how you speak about your partner. We only need the language from you to determine what respect to give to your partner. Bragging teaches people how to treat your partner, and by extension, how to treat you. Bragging creates something I call the halo effect. When you honor your partner, others follow suit. You're not just loving your partner, you are shaping a culture of respect. Number 6, it shows leadership. As a man or woman in leadership, your words sets the culture of your relationship. And bragging sets the standard that says, this is how we value love here. Because really, people respect a man who respects his woman. And people admire a woman who elevates her man without dimming her own light. It's important for you to know that bragging isn't weakness. It's leadership. So here's the challenge. This week, brag your partner up once in public. Maybe at a dinner with friends, maybe at a networking environment, maybe around your community. Do it naturally, do it effortlessly, do it simple, and most importantly, do it elegantly. And watch how their confidence rises, how your connection deepens, and how people look at your relationship differently. That's influence. And when you do it right, you don't just brag your partner up, you build a reputation of the couple that wins together. Now, if this resonates with you, I would appreciate you hit subscribe and share this with someone who needs it. Now, you don't want to miss part 2, where I break down the biggest bragging mistakes that people make and how it actually ruins love and respect. Till then, I'll see you in the next video.